The message for you right now has to do with this Seven of Cups. This is the most important message for you this week. And it says that you have more choice than you are aware of right now. You might be focusing on external circumstances or stuck in your own mind or thoughts. But this Seven of Cups is letting us know, hey, wake up, take some action, make some choice. This is how you're going to get what you want and move through the energy this week. Welcome to the weekly reading for July 17th to 24th. I'm Joy Giovanni, Joyful Medium, and let's take a look at the energy potentials for this week. First, I want to start with the Seven of Cups and really just get even more dialed in. And I'll keep referring back to it as we move through these next few cards that let us know what is happening in the energy this week. But Seven of Cups, while it is kind of a direct get your attention card, it's a positive card. It's letting you know that really there are so many options for you. There are so many ways that Spirit is giving you new opportunities, something new to participate in, or clarity. But it's up to you to kind of clear the sleep out of your eyes, put on your really reality colored glasses and get real. Stop romanticizing the past. Stop complaining. Stop putting yourself in that victim place and really assess and acknowledge what actions you can take. Of course, we can't control everything. And truthfully, there's often very little that we can control, but we do have our own free will choice. This next card that I want to talk about is this Knight of Pentacles here. This lets me know that there's some frustration for you likely around the slowness with which projects are rolling out. Your abundance is showing up, the tangible things of your day-to-day reality with this Knight of Pentacles probably feel kind of slower than we want, maybe slow as molasses. Maybe it's feeling a little 2 steps forward and 1 step back for you right now in the energy. But just know, even if you're feeling like all of this abundance, all of these wonderful things you want to experience in your day-to-day life, even if it feels like these things are moving slower than you want, the intentions are still at play here. Things are still moving behind the scenes. It's just that the energy is in a little bit of a funky time period right now. There are some things you can do to continue to focus forward and really kind of harness the momentum that's available to you right now, because things don't stay slow forever, right? There are phases and we ebb and flow in and out of things moving very quickly and feeling very slow. It doesn't mean we still can't do work in the slow feeling time, so that when the energy does quicken, we've been preparing the recipe, the components, and we can just bring everything together in the most powerful and aligned way. This next card that I have to address with you this week is actually a little bit of a call out reading from Spirit. Let me just throw that out there. There are some things that we are doing that are not aligned, that are not the most highly successful or intentional use of our energy. There is a high likelihood that you or those around you are really not just disappointed, but kind of like stewing on the things that didn't work out. This could be the things that didn't work out in the past, in the recent past. This can be the things that, like we talked about with this last card, kind of aren't feeling like they're working out in the way that you had wanted or intended right now. But what Spirit's indicating is that you're so focused on this pity party that you're throwing for yourself, so to speak. And that might be too strongly stated for some of you. For some of you, it just might be like a mental chatter. You might be so focused on what's not going the way you wanted that you're missing these wonderful opportunities from Spirit coming in from the side, these connections that are available to you, this relationship, or this clarity in your emotions. This melancholy, if that's what you want to call yours, that you're experiencing, there's a message for you there. There's a looking at, is there, like, what did you contribute to this other thing not working out? Or what did you not contribute? Or could you see a version of it where that just wasn't the most aligned path for you, for example? Your perspective has power here. And it doesn't mean that you want to like sunny side up all over your emotions, but you do need to acknowledge what's really going on for you inside and dig a little deeper at those emotions so that you're not missing all of the wonderful choices and opportunities that are truly available to you right now. This next card again is another little bit of a call out. This 5 of Pentacles here. This has to do with changes around our abundance. Remember, we talked a couple minutes ago about feeling like things are stagnant or not moving forward, or there must be something else for me here that I just haven't identified yet. This 5 of Pentacles is often kind of feeling out in the cold or feeling like things didn't work out as we were promised or as we're entitled to. But this 5 of Pentacles is really of our own making. Perhaps you stayed in integrity, and so you didn't take a big abundance contract because the project was totally out of integrity with your beliefs or who you are or what you want to be part of in the world. So it's that type of energy of recognizing, sort of like we talked about. It's a very similar vibe to this 4 of Cups, even though this 4 of Cups is more about your emotions in the situation. This 5 of Pentacles is more about your action or the things of our tangible world in the situations that are not working out the way you'd hoped right now. Could you accept that maybe there's something better, or maybe there's more learning for you in an area so then you can get a better contract, a differently focused job, for example, so that you can have more abundance in other ways that you have been saying that you do want. Abundance of creativity, abundance of ideas, abundance of time. It can also be these like intangible resources that we have. And are you really looking at what you do have, or are you only frustrated about what you don't have? Is there any air of entitlement in there of like, this should be mine, or this should just come to me? Or are you really working it from every angle and using all of your free will contribution? We need to take action in the 3D tangible world in order for kind of balls to roll and abundance to move towards us. We can't just wait or do spiritual woo-woo work and expect miracles to show up on our doorstep. It does work to a degree at times, but Spirit's saying like, hey, you're not taking accountability for your part in this equation, both in a like, what didn't work for you and what did you or didn't you contribute, and in a like, what do you even want next? Why are you just sitting around upset or sad or distraught or frustrated or confused or feeling out in the cold in some way, instead of taking different action, getting more clear with yourself, doing that personal work, whatever it is for you that applies? Because let's come full circle back to the 7 of Cups. Spirit is saying, one, the way through this time period is getting very clear on your emotions, what you want, what you don't want, what is working for you, how you're showing up, where are you in integrity, out of integrity? Are your actions aligned with what you're wanting to create in the world or what you say you want to experience? Are you taking aligned actions? There's lots of choices for you here. And we have so many areas in the pie of our life, right? Relationships, career, personal development, spiritual development. If you're not feeling like the energy's flowing in one direction, focus on a different direction and see if you can flow the energy there. Everything's connected to everything, truly, in our human experience, in our communities, in the energy. So even if you're feeling like, man, I'm sending out lots of resumes and I'm not seeing any results, can you then go to personal development and look at how you're showing up as a leader, how you're taking, autonomous action? Is there something more you can learn right now that would make you more enticing to a company? Just an example that will resonate with some of you. You have much more choice here, and Spirit's asking you to kind of like, doors closed on the pity party, be realistic about what you want, what you have now, and what you need to get there. And even if you don't know everything, what's the next smallest aligned choice that you can make to move you in that direction? Let me know how this resonates with you. Even though this is a little bit of like a call out from Spirit, really it's with the intention of showing you that you are so much more a contributing factor in your life, in your day-to-day experience than you might realize. And while you can't control all the elements, you certainly have free will choice in some of them. And how are you using it or not using it right now, and why? So let me know how this resonates with you. Thank you so much for being here. As you know, I have the Spirit Speakeasy podcast, which some of you are listening to this weekly reading on now. We have new episodes that launch every Monday, available wherever you get your podcasts, or also on YouTube or my website, joyfulmedium.com. Hope to see you again soon.